25.
Like, what are my odds? Just even money? Just even money?
Well, right now, the CME odds are technically, let's see here. They've been growing in favor of 50 basis points. It was down. It was 15% like 3 days ago. Now it's 59%. Right now.
They're in a tough pickle, and I'll talk a lot about this on my stream on Wednesday, but I'll give you guys a little heads up on it. So, okay, so they're in a tough. So I've been saying, and Charlie and me have been saying that the cuts should have happened since March of this year. They could have gotten away with doing,
or at least
June, but really, like, I think March would have been like that point. Like, if I can just show real quick,
because I mean the whole market was up at that point.
Yeah, it was literally like the peak of the market, literally. Okay, if we look right here, right, like we had a March meeting on the 20th, right? If they had cut right here, they could have literally skipped May, done June, done September, done December, or just done 25 each time, or just skipped one and then continued it on. But literally the thing is with them is that they wanted real estate, construction, services to hurt because they basically weren't bleeding enough. All other industries, tech to everything else, was bleeding, except real estate wasn't bleeding enough in their eyes, essentially. Yeah. Because basically what they're trying to do is I don't think it's the smartest thing, but basically they're trying to let some of these not residential and not multifamily, but more commercial real estate crash. And we've seen a little bit of that with like there's been a lot of fire sales of buildings happening in San Francisco, but not enough where like it's happening around the world or happening in the United States. So they've waited all this time, right? Like you're right. Like we could have done it in May or June at the latest, right here. And then there's even July, but they've waited till here. The problem is like if they do 25, which is the safer bet for them, but it's a double-edged sword, right? If they do 25 basis points, that means November they do 25. That's 75 basis points in a year. That'll take us down to 4.75 on the interest rate. That's not enough because it's going down so little. That at first to be like, yeah, it might actually bump us after the little shakeout or whatever shakeout. It's probably not even a shakeout. But what will happen is that the real estate sector is going to say, damn, this is going to take a long time to get the rates down to anything that might actually be able to like increase growth. So I think these small 25 basis points cuts might get people to say, you know what, I just will buy later, which might even hurt the residential and the multifamily space.
Yeah, everybody's like, okay, liquidity is coming. I can make money on stocks and crypto. Like, I'll just be in the liquid assets. Why should I go to anything illiquid until, I just need to park that, cash for years.
So they need to go faster. So 50, I'm putting my money on 50, but if I'm being realistic, like the one they should do is 75 and then do 25s from there. Enough to like speed it along by the whole rest of the year. And then that'll put them enough to show they're serious about cuts. Like, whoa.
Hey, and that could send Bitcoin down to like 46K if they were to do a 75 basis point cut. And then it's like, hey, BlackRock gets more Bitcoin too.
Yeah. I mean, it'd have to be real. I mean, the crash would have to be pretty ridiculous on the equity side to put it. I mean, personally, it's just like, I think that trillion always gets defended so much because it's at 52 and some change.
Yeah,
1,000. But you're right. It could happen, but
that's just if we had a 75 basis point cut. I don't think we will get one, obviously.
Right. But, I mean, either. I mean, I still have to give it a percentage, right? But I'm probably like 25% on. I'm 25% on 75, 25 on 25, and 50 on 50.
Yeah,
I am putting. If I probably would have put a couple grand, on 50. If I'm being honest, like I think 50 is going to happen, and then they're going to be 25s, but. They need to be more They do need to be more aggressive. I think if they do 25s, they're going to catch themselves into some trouble, possibly if they don't speed it along with larger cuts. Maybe they just do 25 for the end of the year, and then they do a 50 here and there. But they really, really need to do these cuts faster in order to get the interest rate down to basically the low threes or flat threes.